Yo.
Yo.
Oh, we never lit them. Did we put them on the table?
Yeah, they're on the table.
Oh, they were on the table? Okay.
But we didn't light them.
Yo. What's up, buddy? Wait, stream finished? It said stream finished. What the fuck? Why?
I'm putting on my burning flesh.
How? It's so smoky in here. Why does it say stream finished? Oh wait, this is the wrong stream. Is it?
Yeah, that's TED Talks. Go here, after show. How did you get on the wrong one?
That sounds. So I never ended the other stream?
I don't know. Are we live?
Everything A1 on my end? Thank you. Okay, we are live. I was like, wait, what's going on
I think
here?
you just clicked a different tab. Oh shit.
Babe, stop doing that. And that's my nice lighter. You're gonna get wax on it? Wow. Use the designated.
Sorry.
Jeez.
I burnt myself.
I don't have anything nice.
Thanks.
This is my only nice thing.
That's your only nice thing.
This is the only thing I cherish. Other than you.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I ruined everything.
I'm kidding,
I'm
really,
trying
dude.
to bring spooky
The
vibes.
London lighter. Alright, yo. We're live. Okay, what happened there? What time did we go live? How long ago did we go? We went live 3 minutes ago. That was so interesting. That was so weird. Alright, yo, chat. Riley said turn down the lights. It makes it, you know, more spooky. But I don't think so. Should we keep it like this? Or is it too dark? 30 years
Wait,
of age.
Can you turn the green screen off for a second so they can see your decor?
My decor? Okay.
You did a good job.
Here, let me show you guys. Let me show you the decor. Okay. Shout out to everyone,
That
bro.
shit ain't working.
Everyone that's in the chat right now deserves to see the decor. I think there's too much wax. That's the issue there. What was I gonna do? Oh yes, turn off the fucking filter. Where's the filters? Okay, there's the filters. Let's turn that shit off. All right, let's show you guys. Babe, GTFO.
I'll burn you.
Wow. So amazing. This is the
You
best.
worked hard on it.
This is the best part of the decor. I did work hard on it. What do you guys think? You could see, I don't know, like, there's different angles where you could probably see more, but I'm going to put more work into it. That's why it's so smoky in here, is because of the smoke machine. We're not really smoking that much. I wish. I wish we were cheaping that much over here. Oh my god.
It's officially October.
Oh shit, dude, it's
See, the
so,
candles do look cool.
it's so smoky in here. Yeah, I guess it does. Alright, should we light the spliff? Where is it? Oh my god, it's smoky in here, dude. Room's on fire? Dude, it's hella hot box. Wait, let me see the phone. Yeah, let me post one more IG live. Oh, I never even posted this one. Babe, what the? Domestic abuse. Alright. Spooky season? Yeah, I'm excited for this. You guys can barely even see us. Stop, drop, and roll. Have you ever, babe, if you were on fire, would you know to stop, drop, and roll?
Yes.
Ow!
You're gonna knock yourself out.
Ow! I hit my head. Oh. I'm out of flames. That hurt. That hurt my arm. It's worth it though to get put out of fire. It's worth it to bust all that. Okay. Holy shit, dude. Oh, my arm. Yo, can someone edit an edit where like I'm on fire and then once I roll over, like I put the fire out? That'd be sick. You should have lit it off the candles.
Tell a spooky story.
Number one, shout out to everyone that's in the chat here. Appreciate you guys so much, man. Number two, spooky story. And also, he's 30. Yo, chat, you know what's crazy?
He's not.
Number one, even if I am 30, even if I'm 40, I don't give a fuck, dude. You know what I was thinking about the other day? Is I was like literally thinking, my biggest inspirations in my life were professional skateboarders who, guess what? They kind of live this like street lifestyle of eating 7-Eleven hot dogs and skating the streets like their whole lives, basically. Street skateboarders, the Jackass crew, and just a bunch of people who like are like, it's just boring, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be some guy in khakis and a polo going like, oh, yo, I could, gee willikers, I could never. What is he doing in that room over there? Oh, let me go back to my office and just relax a little bit. It's like, no, I want to have a good time.
I agree with that.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny as well is, chat. Number one, shout out to the Harmonious gang, shout out to everyone that's in here, but also, my goals before streaming was to become a professional skateboarder. The life of a man who's trying to become a professional skateboarder consists of working the most minimal job that you can find so that you could just pay your bills but have enough time to skate. So work a job like that where there's really like no future in it, but you're just able to pay off your bills, but your main focus is skating. So you work a job that really has no future just so you could skate. You skate all day every day, get injured, and then have little to no you know what I mean, like support where people are like, yo, shout, unless you're fucking Nigel Houston or like Andy Anderson, a lot of skateboarders just go unnoticed. A lot of skateboarders will be posting the most difficult tricks ever and they'll get 30 likes on the Instagram post. And like, I'll be seeing this on my Instagram, like, you know, people that I follow and shit like that. I'm like, how does it make sense? Like, the skills and the talent it requires to land that trick right there is like phenomenal, and they're getting like less than 100 likes, you know. But then also imagine, but everyone who's liking their stuff is like, yo, good job, fire. But imagine they're like, loser, LOL, get a real job already. You're like, dude, like, what the fuck, you know? Like, I don't know. It's like, the alternative is like me literally spending all day every day in the street skating, which I'd be happy with, but this is a million times better in my opinion than what I was doing before.
Yeah.
Girl does kickflip, gets 1 million likes. I don't even want to speak on it. We lit no more. I don't want to speak on it no more. It's pointless. You just sound like a hater when you talk about that shit. And I think a long time ago I talked about it with Riley on an episode of 10 Talks. And I had a couple skateboarder homies of mine DM me going like, so what are you saying here? And I'm like, bro, I'm just saying that like you can have a skateboarder who's been skating for 20 years or 15 years do a fucking super difficult trick that has a lot of room for error and you could break a bone and get super injured. And then you could have a girl put on a mini skirt, a crop top, do a shitty kickflip, and then it gets like 5 times the amount of views. Why? Is it because of the skating? No. You can't get mad at it. Just talking about it makes you sound like a hater. But it is what it is. It's a cute girl. Really?
Doing a trick. It's not easy to do.
That's hate, bro. It's not hate. It's like, it's the same way like boxers, when a lot of YouTubers were getting into boxing, it's the same way boxers felt about, like real professional boxers felt about YouTubers. They were saying, boxers were saying that like, yo, these YouTubers getting into boxing is making our sport not as, like, people don't take it as serious now. Now they think that like any old average Joe can just hop into boxing and make a name for themselves, when they're like, bro, like I've spent my whole life in the gym, and then now I'm fighting Logan Paul who spent a year in the gym. They're like, bro, I spent 20 years in the gym and my competitor is Logan Paul because of the clout. They're like, it doesn't make sense, you know. And that's the same thing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Let me move this thing. Also, I have to go use the bathroom. Really bad. Also, guys, we don't have super chat or anything on this channel yet, but we do have the Streamlabs link, and the alerts does still work as well. Copyright hat is crazy. That, guys, like I said, don't listen to me because I'm not exactly 100% certain, but that's just what I've heard. I heard that Chinatown Market does a lot of stuff with the smiley face. They have to pay the dude who owns, I don't know who it is, Forrest Gump. They have to pay the dude who fucking owns the smiley face every time they drop a thing. Shout out to Ethan in the chat. All right, wait, hold on.
Wait, don't put me in it.
No. Harmonious Pod's up next for real. Thank you so much, Ayazi. Appreciate you, man. TTS is gonna screw you on this channel. On this channel, also, guys, the rules around TTS is gonna be a lot more strict.
This is getting on your thing.
Oh shit, it is.
Let it harden, so we can pick it up.
Wow, it
A
just
ramp?
it just holds its place. Ethan made Kenny cry today? Yo, also, speaking of Ethan. Bro, Ethan, I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry, I didn't know what happened with the PubCon thing. Scammed rolls TTS. No, okay, Jimmy Smith, I don't think I've ever seen you say anything positive about us. But no, this channel has way different rules than my streaming channel. This is not a streaming channel. This is the podcast channel where we do the after shows, but it's gonna have different rules, you know. Oh shit! I think
Is it Walmart that owns the smiley face?
Walmart?
Because they have the smiley face too. Remember when they would give the stickers?
Let me look it up. Who owns? Is it bad to smoke wax? The Smiley Company is a brand licensing company based in London, United Kingdom. It holds the rights to the smiley face in over 100 countries. So Walmart pays them as well. So I think that's who Chinatown Market is paying as well. No shots for donos either. Well, you know, on this channel we're taking shots for free. Also, no, we're not. We're drinking water. We're drinking water for free. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. BRB.
Smile more as well. W water for free. W water shots. How is Riley gonna maintain the podcast when she doesn't like being on camera? Honestly, guys, that is like a conflicting battle I have going on with myself too. Like sometimes I don't know if I'm the best for the job.
Sorry.
You know?
You know what?
I was just saying that because somebody said, how is Riley going to maintain the podcast when she doesn't like being on camera? And I said that's a conflicting battle I have in my head.
Well, honestly, you know what I always think about whenever we have that issue is when Riley and I first started 10 Talks, we literally started it. Number one, no, not number one, but like one of the reasons we started is because a lot of people were telling us to start it. They were like, you guys should just do a podcast. But number two, it's because Riley and I, like every other couple, we fucking hang out. And when we would hang out, we would just have conversations. It'd be like, I'd be like, babe, did you hear about this? Blah, blah, blah. And we would like just have in-depth conversations about stuff. And then, remember, we were like, I think even you brought it up. You're like, babe, like we should just do this on a podcast because we just talk regardless. So that was the whole point of 10 Talks. It's just us talking about stuff. But then at a certain point, you know, I feel like we just get like too over involved with the chat, and that like overlaps with the IRL streams. But the podcast is supposed to be the podcast. We don't even like read the chat. We just talk.
But it still should be entertaining for everybody. And sometimes I feel like I'm not the best for the job.
I don't think so. And also, if people feel like that, they don't have to watch because we have 10 Talks. I'm bringing back Harmonious Hour. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna be doing that as well. But 10 Talks, I like doing it because it's like it's fun. Also, it's like the same way I feel where I've said it before. I feel like a lot of other couples could relate with me here too. Is like Riley and I are in a couple, right? We're in a relationship, but
We're in a couple.
But
Love it.
I know, right? But like in a relationship, how many relationships do people sit down and go like, "Hey, babe, let's talk for the next 2 hours uninterrupted. No phones, no nothing, no TV. We just talk. A lot of couples will like watch a TV show, watch a video, or like listen to music and like talk about, you know, like link over, like, but like how often do you just like with nothing just sit and talk? No one does that shit, right? A podcast kind of forces you, not forces you, but like puts you in a position where like you can't go on your phone, you can't listen to music, you can't watch TV, you're just talking the whole time and giving your opinion on stuff. And it kind of gives us like a better way of like, you know, knowing each other, understanding each other, and also like more opportunity just to talk freely. And that's the same way I've said about like Biggest Bros too. It's like I'm friends with Blasey, I'm friends with Houseful, I'm friends with Pollard, but I'm not ever hitting up Houseful and Blasey or Pollard throughout the week saying, hey, you free for the next 2 hours to talk? Like that's never gonna happen. It's like, thanks, a huge shout out to the podcast, huge shout out to everyone who watches the podcast, but like it's what brings us together at the end of the day to like just sit there and talk and be like, how was your week? What'd you do this week? You know? Yeah. Usually it's like we're all too busy. And Blasey hits me up throughout the day to be like, hey, could you talk for the next 2 hours? I'm gonna be like, dude, I'm working on this thumbnail right now, and I'm like, you know, I'm doing the stream. I have the stream scheduled for 3 p.m. Yeah, like we could talk for a little bit. But it's like I'm always, you know, I'm busy. He's busy. It's like House One's busy. It's like the podcast brings us together, in a way as well, to just like talk freely. Even though I may talk a lot, I'm not sure if Riley's been keeping up with, but I for sure have been keeping up with. And this is also, shout out to everyone that's in here right now. This is like a in-depth conversation, I guess, about stuff I haven't talked about before. But if you guys go to Reconnected right now, and this is not like anyone's fault, that's not mine. This is my fault for sure. But if you go to Reconnected right now, read the comments. My favorite first comment, 31 likes. My favorite part is when they replace Yuriy with every person that walks in. If only Yuriy spoke 30% less than he actually does. It's something about me demonetizing and Fresh and Fit. Y'all need to freestyle more. They kicked Yuriy off when the food came. Let's see. 162 likes. It's sad Urinal needs to keep the chat open with his phone while on the pod. Yuriy Frill, an addict to the chat. Sad stuff, sad stuff. Okay, that's not the point that I brought this all the stuff up, but the reason why I had the chat up, guys, is because Riley was not there yet. Riley was just Riley. Huge shout out to Riley. She finishes work and then drives like 2 hours to get to Biggest Bros, basically, to fucking help us do Biggest Bros. So at that point, Riley had not been there yet. So I have the chat up because I want to make sure that people aren't saying mute audio L, video L. I want to make sure that I'm like only reading the chat to see if like the stream is going well. That's the only reason why I have the chat up. I'm not reading the chat trying to be like, hey, Bob said this, Steve said this. I'm only have the chat to see if like anyone says L audio or L video, then I can go like make sure things are fine. So as Riley got there, I put it away because I was like, I knew Riley got it. But the main reason why I brought up all these comments is a lot of the comments and all of the most liked comments is like, just Yuriy talks too much. Get Yuriy off the pod already. Yuriy talks too much. We hate Yuriy. Fuck Yuriy. I'm tired of Yuriy. It's like all the comments. I'm telling you, like it's literally all the comments. And for sure it has to do with the fact that I talk too much. I can't stop myself sometimes.
But you're an interesting person.
No,
and if you
apparently not. But
if you weren't talking, then there wouldn't be much to talk about. So you do bring things up and you like add to the conversation. So that's the thing.
I've said this so many times in my head, and I'm still trying to fight it to this day, and it's the reason why I talk so much on 10 Talks too, which is anytime there's like a moment of quietness, immediately my brain's like, I gotta keep the conversation going. I can't let us just be sitting here going like, yep. What do we have next? Yeah, it looks like Louis Vuitton. It's like I want to keep the conversation going the whole time. And then like at a certain point I realized like I'm talking way too much. I'm cutting everyone off. I'm not letting other people talk. All this stuff. But anyways, that's the one thing I had to keep in mind is like I gotta talk less.
Well, no, I think sometimes you just think you're talking too slow, or like your story's too long and you like just speed it up so fast. But if you actually took your time longer trying to explain,
Yeah.
it's not as like you know.
Yeah. And also the other thing is,
But it's like everybody, like you're like, if you weren't like that, then 10 Talks would be boring as fuck.
thanks, man.
Like you need.
But also one thing that's in the back of my head is like, dude, I really gotta start reading books and get my vocabulary up, because the reason why I'm talking so fast is because my vocabulary is so limited, and I'm saying like, you know the feeling when like you know the feeling when like you know, like I'm saying a bunch of like easy stuff, and I'm trying to say it as quick as possible. But there's, if you have a big vocabulary, there's certain words you say one word and it means like a whole sentence. You know what I mean? Like immediately you're just like, have you ever felt voluptuous? Yeah, I don't know, like some shit like that. Like I don't know, like some like big word where you like, you don't even have to say much, but it's like it explains more. And that's where I'm like, bruh, I gotta get my fucking vocabulary up where I can explain myself better and I don't have to talk as much. I could just say the same thing I could say in a paragraph, I could say in 2 sentences or a sentence or 2 with the better vocabulary, you know? That's what I gotta work on.
Same. I sound like an idiot.
But like the best way to build a vocabulary is to read books, and I don't have time to read books.
Yes, you do.
No.
When you're watching videos, instead of watching a video, you can read your book. Or listen.
You see, okay, babe.
How about you listen?
How do you, I don't know how
Audible that bitch.
I don't know how you feel about books. That's true. I don't know how you feel about books, but the way I feel about books is like, I'm damn near trying to finish the whole thing. If I read a book, I'm sitting there trying to get as far as possible, and then if I reach like a point where I look at the time, I'm like, oh shit, it's 3 a.m. Let me call it a night. Oh, we made it 4 chapters in, right? I'm not the type of guy to be like, let me read a book while I smoke a spliff. You know what I mean? Like why I watch videos sometimes is like I wake up, I'm like, oh, let me smoke my morning spliff. While I'm smoking it, just watch some videos. I can't imagine reading a book for 10 minutes and then the next day hopping back in and remembering like Bridge to Terabithia. Like what the fuck is going on? Like, oh, the bridge and the girl. Oh, like I don't remember. Like, you know. Read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I haven't read Rich Dad Poor Dad, but I've seen a lot of like philosophical breakdowns and references to Rich Dad Poor Dad, so I know a good amount about it. Why did Riley flip out at the lie detectors? So let's just like answer that really quick. Guys, I really did not think about this, you know what I mean? Like, but there really is like, this is just like a stupid example, but there's like certain questions that you would not expect to be asked, right? And like I didn't really think about it, but they weren't asking all like, hey, you know, what's the color of your partner's hair? Do you love your partner? Blah blah. Like some of the questions were like, you know, do you have a mole on one of your nut sacks? Yes or no? You know, it's not that extreme, but like some of the things you're like, yes or no, regardless, I don't want people knowing this. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of the answer, whether it's yes or no, I just would want this information private. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I really didn't think about it. I was like, okay, I'm always about content, like, whatever's fun for the live stream, but I didn't really think about, like, oh, they might be asking me, like, what if they ask me, you know, like, something super personal that I wouldn't even expect to be that personal, you know? How does Riley feel about the cat you adopted? That's just a stupid example, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it could be involve family members, it can involve whatever it is, but like, if they say, what if Riley and I had got a cat that I really was hyped on, but she wasn't that hyped on, and then like all of a sudden, like, that's a stupid example, like I said, it's not a big deal, but all of a sudden everyone finds out that Riley wasn't too hyped on the cat I got. It's a stupid example, but like you might not want everyone to know that. It's just like a little stupid thing. You're just like, whatever. It's our little thing, you know. So I really didn't realize that, and that's why I was like, you have to. And to the chat, I'm sure the chat would, if I provided this information in the right context, the chat would all be like, respect people's privacy, respect people saying no, and especially respect the girls saying no. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden Riley says no. Everyone's like, oh, L. Riley. It's like, what happened to respecting people's privacy and boundaries, you know?
Manovision dropped a bag of $2. Lie detector 1. Riley 0 W chat L Beans L Riley. What are you hiding, Riley? Are you cheating? Have you been contemplating leaving Yuriy? Your silence will be used against you. L Yuriy for speaking for you.
Well, I don't want to speak for you, but
No, you're not speaking.
this is
for
like
me,
what everything
but-
Riley told me.
Exactly. No, that's exactly how I feel. And it's just an annoying ass situation because I feel like I have to over-explain myself
And also, we've talked about it a little bit on stream, but off stream, before we got in a relationship, after we got in a relationship, we've talked about it so many times about how important it is to us, like, obviously like any other couple out there, I feel like, but the cheating shit, it's like we both say like
that's like our number
that's
one
like
thing.
number one thing that we're like not cool with, you know. Obviously like any other couple, it's not unique, but like we're like we've been talked about that, and we both know that even if it happened once and if it was like, oh, I was just drunk, I was just blacked out, I was, you know, someone's, you know, like you can have any excuse in the world, it's over with. It's not going to continue. It's not a thing where if Riley has ever done that to me or if I've ever done that to Riley, we would not be sitting here together right now. 100%. And Jinx, you owe me a shot. A drink of water. But it's like, yeah, we already had that conversation, so I don't know. Like for me,
I don't want to over-explain it.
yeah, exactly.
It doesn't have to.
And that's the other
as long as you fucking believe me, that's all I care about.
And that's why I have to say to the chat is like, there's nothing where like people are saying red flag, blah blah blah, whatever. Bruh, guys, reminder. We have had 2 apartments together. We lived in 3 places together. We've lived together for like over 3 years. We've been together for over 3 years. You think we haven't like crossed this bridge before? You know what I mean? Like, and the only people like, you know, Jimmy Smith in the chat, who's like a known troll, I won't even time you out. It's like, it's just a thing where it's just common knowledge. It's like, there's gonna be the trolls who are like, oh, you gotta react, you gotta do this, blah blah. It's like, whatever. It's like, bro, like you, whatever. You know, we know what it is. Exactly. So why are you talking about this? Well, the reason why I'm talking about this is if you look at the comments on the PuffCon stream, a lot of the comments are like, why didn't she do it? Why didn't she do it? AK in the chat asked, why didn't she do it? So I was like, all right, let's just answer this now again, because maybe we didn't answer it thoroughly enough before.
We did.
But anyways, shout out to DC5 owners, Harmony's family, let's go. Either way, one last spliff and we'll call it a night? Or just call it a night here?
Yeah.
Alright, well, one last water?
Sure.
Drink? And we'll call it a night? Yeah. Let's do it. Yo, dude, number 1 off rip, guys. Every single person in here has taken the time to come through to this new channel for this podcast and for this after show. I appreciate you guys so much, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to come through. Thank you guys for even the people. I know that I've been triggered before and I've had negative reactions and I've said blah 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 blah, like I've said crazy shit, but dude, at the end of the day, shout out to the people being positive, negative, or whatever it is, because at the end of the day, you guys are taking the time out of your day to like consume the content and interact with it. Consuming content is one thing. I watch videos all day about the most random shit. Riley knows. I'll watch videos about making tables out of wood and Pokemon cards and old games and blah blah blah. I'm never in the comments going, you fucking had a fly on your head 3 minutes into the stream, loser. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I appreciate the people who are taking the time out of the day to, like, you know, even if you guys are being negative, I know that it's like you guys at least in some way appreciate the content enough to interact with us. So thank you guys, man. Why is everyone spamming 2? Oh, no, yo, no new mods. Yes, keep spamming 2. Big 2s in the chat. Cheers. Guys, drink your water.
To October.
To October 1st. Let's go. To We Live. Cheers.
Wheeler dropped a bag of $2. Riley heard lie detector and started sweating bullets, but when she brings up doing a lie detector, it's all smiles and giggles. I love us truth in the details. The truth sets us free. They say time heals, don't go build no life without because your mind steel.
Steel. It's one thing for Riley and I to be sitting here off stream, smoking a spliff, going like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we did that? Like, yeah, it would be funny. It's another thing to be on stream with 500 plus people. Plus, you don't know what where this content's gonna go that they're filming.
What they're about to ask.
What they're gonna ask, and then all of a sudden they're like, "You ready to do this?" And you're like, "Oh shit!" It's like, okay, it's the same
and
thing.
They seem trolly as fuck.
Dude, the guy, I'm telling you, chat. There's no scenario on Earth in which Lucha and I would have won, because the dude told me, "No, you guys aren't allowed." And then he told me, wait, let me talk about it. Actually, you guys are allowed. As soon as he said we're allowed, I already knew in the back of my head. I didn't say it on stream, obviously, but I was like, I already knew in the back of my head, we're not going to win this year's worth. Number one, it's only halfway through the day. You think they're going to give the winner halfway through the day? They're gonna want to do it the whole day.
No,
they want to get their.
Was like,
they're gonna no. They want to get their money's worth of content. They're gonna want to film the whole day, and then they're gonna choose the winner at the end.
Yeah.
100%. And the winner at the end is they're going to choose like some obvious like, you know, even like couple that like just comes in like very nonchalant. It's very predetermined. I really don't believe it, but either way, yo, shout out to everyone. Appreciate you guys so much, man. First and second stream on the new channel. Let's go. I'm sure you guys might be wondering, why is the description completely empty? That looks super unprofessional. I can't leave anything in the description yet. This is a new channel, so I need to wait a day or two for this channel to get, I don't know, fucking verified, I guess. And then after that, I can leave links to our, Instagrams, the other channels, the donation link, all that stuff. But regardless, shout out to the Harmonious Gang. Shout out to everyone in here. Appreciate you guys so much, man. Stream on Kick this week. We will powder. Worst case scenario, the first stream on Kick is going to be on Wednesday. Best case scenario, the first stream on Kick is going to be tomorrow. We don't know. But I think the first stream on Kick would be better to be on Friday, right? Friday's lit.
I won't be here.
Riley's not going to be here. Well, that's not going to add to the benefit of it. But bars are open. More people out. Karaoke bars are open. There's just like more shit to do. Either way. And also, that's the day we're drinking. Because I'm not drinking till Friday. Either way, appreciate you guys so much, man. Shout out to everyone. Ten Talks Gang, let's go. And also, oh wait, I thought I was wearing the Harmonious shirt. I'm not. I'm wearing the fucking fit I got in the PO box. Riley said I look good.
Yeah, I like the shorts.
Let's go. All right, shout out to everyone. Peace, guys.